Oh yes, it's Nick Shell. You better believe we're going to talk about hair loss. We're going to talk about it from a psychological point of view, because that's what we do. That's how we roll. I want to talk about confirmation. I want to talk about validation. I want to talk about other rhyming words with Asian, like crustacean. That actually has nothing to do with this video, crustacean now. But what I do want to talk about is this, I can call it a theory, but to me it's obvious. It's how life works. The more we seek for validation from other people, the less confident and at peace we are with ourselves. And I know that when you start losing your hair, that's part of the process. You have to get through that. You have to think, man, I'm 16 years old and I'm starting to lose my hair already. I've got to reinvent who I am. Everything I've known about since junior high, I've had the cool hair, and now look how high my forehead is. I've got to reinvent myself. And so then you go through this process of deciding, okay, well, I've got to get through this, but do I look good with the buzz cut, or do I look good with this modified hairstyle to accommodate the fact that my hairline's changing and I'm physically becoming a different person. I'm going from teenager to young man, you know? And so that's part of the process. You want to know that you're valuable. And I think that's healthy and important and necessary to a certain degree. And by the way, yes, it is Tennessee and it's very sweaty. I'm not apologizing for all the sweat. But I could go over there and get a blackberry to cool down. I might do that. A wild, organic, non-GMO blackberry. So that's part of the process that happens. But I think I want to argue that to some degree that validation will stop the moment you finally embrace your new identity as a guy who's going to be losing his hair at a younger age than others. At some point that stops. You have to always make sure there's no bugs on it, then you just eat it. I mean, man, I'm bleeding. Just joking. These are seriously great. Now there's, okay, I need to talk more about hair and stop eating berries. At some point in the process of your hair loss journey, I want to submit to you that you get to the point where you no longer need confirmation from anyone about your hair, because you've already moved past that. And I think it's similar to my theory about how, for me, 2 years ago, I finally stopped letting anyone offend me or affect my emotions, including my wife, who's the person who's closest to me. And that's how it works, is that the people often who are most likely easily able to offend you, or you can offend them, are the people who are closest to you. That's why internet trolls, that's hilarious, that anyone that I don't even know on the internet would say something and I'd be offended by it. Yeah, right. But it makes more sense that someone close to you, like your parents or your sibling or your girlfriend or your wife or whatever, they're going to have that power to offend you more so. So I took that away. In the past 2 years, my wife I haven't let her have those emotional power over me, because that's my choice. And so here's what I'm saying to you. What if you could get to the point where no one can offend you and you're no longer looking for anyone's approval anymore, because you're so confident of a person that you don't need anybody to tell you, hey, your hair looks good, or you look good with the short hair, or whatever it is. What I want to submit to you is, on your journey, eventually you get there. What I want to submit to you is, I actually am there. And granted, I keep making videos about all this stuff just to help other people along wherever they are in their journey, right? I would like to submit to you that I'm not looking for anyone's confirmation of these things. I truly make these videos because I know that I'm helping people. And I would be so happy for any of you that can get to the point one day, whenever that is, to say, you know what, Nick, I remember that video you made months ago. You're right, I was still seeking people's approval and confirmation. Because as men, that's what we do. We find our validation often in words from other people. And ultimately we become slaves to that. If we don't get that confirmation through words, then we strive even harder to get it. So that is a goal for all of us that I want to submit to. Get to the point where no one can offend you anymore, and get to the point where you're no longer seeking confirmation, especially as you evolve into a guy who's losing his hair. Now, if you're at all skeptical about the concept that people are, without realizing it, looking for such confirmation in their lives, let me close with this thought. I want to talk to you about Facebook. Yes, I have a Facebook account, and I only use it to promote stuff on my blog, which gives me free stuff like these shoes. Target gave me these they sent them to my house. Said, hey, if you'll mention this on your blog, Family Friendly Daddy blog, we'll give you some free shoes. Okay. Oh, and the belt too. I got the belt for free too, just for mentioning it. And that's why I'm on Facebook. But here's what Facebook really is. Let me translate what Facebook is for you, in case you've never thought of it this way, and I don't think you have. Here's what Facebook is. It's the modern day version of Snow White, the evil queen or whatever. And she's like, evil, what is she? There's a bug in my mouth. She says what? Mirror, mirror on the wall, who's the fairest of them all, right? She's seeking confirmation from that all-knowing mirror. And that's what Facebook is for people. Facebook wall. Am I the coolest of them all? The best looking of them all? The funniest, the most clever, the smartest of them all? Post. That's what those posts translate as. And I guess that would be a character arc for me. At the end of last year, I can confidently tell you the last time I scrolled through on Facebook was right after the election. And after that, I was like, okay, I'm good. I never need to scroll Facebook again. I don't care about people's opinions. I have no desire to insert my opinions back. That's what they believe. I don't even care. And I don't want to be a part of their validation process. It's not important to me. And I definitely don't need validation for myself. But that's what Facebook is. People are looking for validation. And then it just gets sad when you think about all the people who spend hours a day on Facebook, not only basically putting pictures and status updates, basically saying, do you like me? Do you like me? Please tell me that you like me. Okay, I like you. Like. And then people just mutually like each other to give each other this confirmation. Like, that's sad to me. That's not even funny. That's actually sad to me that that's basically what Facebook is. So when you get confident enough, you realize, why would I waste my time doing that? I'm a confident person. And my time is worth a lot more than spending 30 minutes just like. And oh, let me think of something clever to say. To me, that is just an obvious reminder of how much people are looking for validation. And it's sad to think of someone who just spends all their time posting on Facebook, right? And just liking everything. I think I've proved my point. I think that it's very obvious that if you're looking for confirmation about anything on a regular basis, you're always going to be someone else's slave, and most likely society's slave. That at any point, if you don't get that confirmation you need, then you're nothing, and you're just hoping that someone else will give you the confirmation until the next day when you get a new like. So there's your goal. A goal to no longer let people offend you, and a point where you no longer need confirmation. The fact that that you still look good with or without hair. Because trust me, you can still look good without hair and be just as valuable. Trust me. Seriously, trust me. That's okay. You don't trust me yet? Okay, we'll talk about it more.